So I think one of the common themes of F underscore underscore ism is these women want something, and they don't give a shit about the possible consequences or repercussions or, cost-benefit analysis. It's like, wow, we want this now, and we don't give a shit. We're women. We should have it. We want equality. And all this other crap. It's ridiculous. How can you not think ahead? How is that even possible? You're an evil man, aren't you? But before we go on, I've got a note here from Juliette Frette. Oh, baby. Turns out one of her friends is getting a divorce and is, he's basically being butt-fucked from the system, as most men are butt-fucked in this, I suppose if you're gay, you would enjoy that. I don't know. But I'm going to put a link down to a GoFundMe page if you want to, toss in a couple of bucks to help this guy out. 17-year veteran in the Army. And his wife is, Oh, God almighty. Does anybody care about men anymore? Excuse me, what? Have you ever wondered, really? You've got half the population, roughly, in this country, men. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, men. Nobody gives a fuck about men. Well, what are we, just expected to vote for you? Because of reasons? Why? Well, I've talked about this a couple times. It's because men tend to be set in their ways. So the politicians aren't going to spend a lot of time or money pandering to us because we've pretty much made up our minds already. But, excuse me. Who do you suppose they're pandering to who can be changed? They won't make up their minds until election. Who would that be? Anyone? Bueller? All right, let's go to this article from the BBC. Women lose state pension age appeal against the government of the United Kingdom. God save the Queen. Sounds pretty bad, doesn't it? A state pension. Oh my God, the oppression of the women. And of course, the BBC doesn't give us the whole story. Well, maybe they do, down at the bottom here. I don't know. Sydney MGTOW did a video on this, and it's interesting because women, strike that. F underscore 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 ism people demand shit, and they do not understand that there might be something that happens that they won't like. We just want it now because men's and give me the goat and all of this other shit. So it turns out in the United Kingdom, and I assume that's England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, there's a pension plan. You work for so many years, and then you can retire. Kind of like in the United States. For you guys overseas, we have Social Security. Thank you, FDR, you communist. Excuse me. Is it too early for beer? Fuck no. It's never too early for beer. So you get to a certain age and the government starts giving you money. In the United States, we pay in 6% of our salary, something like that, into this Social Security scheme. And then eventually the government gives us our money back. Isn't that fucking nice of them? Oh, it's free money. It's the government. What? Where do you think it comes from? Another story. In the United Kingdom, it turns out that women were allowed to start taking their pension at age 60. However, men, the big oppressors, the patriarchs of the patriarchy, they had to work till they were 65, till they got their pension. And so somewhere, somebody with some sense in the government in the United Kingdom said, whoa, excuse me, this isn't fair. That's not equality, is it? You see, the F underscore 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 is isms. People demanded, we want equality. We're the same as men and even better. In so many, men are shit. And so we want what men have. Sure, okay. And so, in the United Kingdom, the government decided, you know what? You're absolutely right. Equality, equity, fair treatment, equal under the law, and blah, 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 blah. Magna Carta, that kind of shit. Women retiring at 60, men retiring at 65 to get their pension. That's not really fair. Not really equal, see. So, with this magnanimous emancipation of women, it's only fair that you retire at the same age. Oh my. Oh, hold on. Hold on. The government of the United Kingdom decided that it would be fair to expect women then to retire at 65, just like men. Well, do you think you can imagine the response from the F people? Anyone? It's misogyny. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on. You say you want equality. You say you want everything to be equal. Blah, 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 blah. Well, here's one fucking thing that wasn't equal in favor of women. So we're going to change that. So now both men and women have to work until 65 to get their pension, and the age, grows over time because the pensions are going to bankrupt the friggin' country. So we got to do something. Same in the United States. If I get Social Security before I'm like 73, I'll be surprised. But again, that's another story. But again, we have the F-bots. Oh my God, it's the... Well, you wanted fucking equality. You wanted everything to be equal. Well, now it's fucking equal. Both men and women have to work to a certain age before they get there. What's the problem? Oh my God, it's women shouldn't have to do that. You see, the fundamental thing, the key thing to keep in mind, if there is an inequality in favor of women, that's perfectly fine. It's expected because of past oppressions, in 1200 AD. I'm sorry, AD? CE. See, we can't talk about Jesus Christ because that would be, I don't know, oppressive. Way back then, women, well, they were oppressed, they couldn't do it, and it's all bullshit. Cherry pick statistics. Women were not fucking oppressed in England or in the United States or in most Western countries. You could tell me that all day. Doesn't matter. You were not. And even if that were the case, which it wasn't, but say you were. Say, women wouldn't vote before 1920. Okay, all right, fine. So 1919, even if a female was oppressed by the evil men's, this is 2020. You want me to pay for the past sins that I didn't have anything to do? Kind of like the Major League Baseball movement, right? Well, 400 years ago, there was... I wasn't there. I didn't do it. I'm terribly sorry. It sucked. It was wrong. Yes, I agree with you. Well, you should give me something. Why? You were never oppressed. You were never an S. But it's just Marxism 101. So the women in the UK are bitching. Well, it's not fair. You didn't give us enough time. It turns out that this proposal was promulgated to the public in 1995. That'd be 25 years ago. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to change the thing in the year 2020. 25 fucking years. Still not enough. Oh no, it's unfair to the women's. Because women's, they have to do domestic work and they have children and all whatever the fuck they come up with. It's the same shit. Women's oppressed. Meteor hitting the earth. Women and minorities most affected. What the fuck is this crap? So, the bottom line is the UK I don't know who had the balls in the United Kingdom to push this through, but they did. And now men and women are on equal footing. And of course, the F-bots don't like that. Why do I care? Hamster, you're in the United States. Who gives a shit about you? Well, Equal Rights Amendment. Not a word has been said since, Virginia did something in February or January or whatever. We need the Equal Rights Amendment because women aren't in the Constitution. It wasn't passed in 1982, but we should pass it anyway because... Okay. Pass the fucking thing. Pass it. Put it in effect. Put it in the Constitution. Do it. I'd say do it now. Joe Biden, if you become president, sign the fucking thing. Women want to be in the Constitution. Rights will not be restricted based on the sex business. Okay, do it. You see, because these F-bots have no fucking idea what they're asking for. You want the ERA? Okay, fine. All this good shit that you get, all these, affirmative action, all of this scholarships, all of this welfare, all of these fucking things only women get are gone. Now, it'll take a few years. It'll have to go through the courts, but you want it. You want the ERA based on okay, do it. But then before, think about what you're asking for. Because equality to those who have privilege feels a lot like oppression. James Maxwell, thank you for listening.